Hi, I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Donald Trump's birth chart and doing a transit reading for him for the year of 2025 to see what's coming in store for Donald Trump. What do the planets have in store for Donald Trump? Because the planets have something in store for all of us, child. So definitely, if you want to see what the planets have in store for you, text me at 703-791-9162 or visit. I also have WhatsApp for international clients as well, by the way, or you can visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, to book your reading with me. This is my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. So once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews. You can also follow me on my social media pages. If you would like to book a reading with me, this is where you would go right to the store section. I am available for readings. I offer email readings, video recorded readings, 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long phone readings. I also offer candles, protection, open roads, blockage removal candles, success and finances candles, success and love candles, cleansing candles. I do also offer birth chart readings, individual birth chart readings, compatibility birth chart readings, and transit birth chart readings, 12-month ahead transit birth chart readings. I also offer mediumship readings, past life readings, merch including evil eye handmade bracelets by me, stickers, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes, and so much more. If you'd be interested in any of these things, then definitely check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Let's go ahead and get into Trump's birth chart and see what we've got going on. All right, the first thing we're going to do is look up Trump's birth date. So he was born, as you can see, on June 14th, 1946. So we're going to put, sorry, that's my client. This is Donald Trump's information, and as the core data, the background data is the transiting planets that are going to be transiting his chart. So once again, he was born June 14th, 1946. We're going to put 6/14/1946. Once again, he was born June 14th, 1946. We don't know the time he was born. Once again, when it comes to celebrities on the internet and the time that they're born, it's really hard to tell. So I'm just gonna put it as 12 noon. All right, which is smack dab right in the middle of the day. But we won't be able to look at his rising sign or his houses without knowing the time he was born. But that's okay. We can still get an accurate read of his chart. And he was born in New York, New York. So, all right. So here in the middle, we have Donald Trump's chart. The numbers here are the numbers of the houses. This is the first house, second house, third house, so on and so forth. Here in the middle is Trump's chart. These are Trump's houses, or would be Trump's houses if we knew the time he was born. These are the transiting planets currently on the outside. All right, so we'll be focusing on the planets transiting on the outside. Trump's chart will stay stationary here on the inside. And this is the current planets, the current energy Trump is dealing with right now as we speak. The current filming time of this video is January 30th, 2025. Let's talk about what's going on with Trump's chart, and then we'll go throughout the year and see how the planets will transit his natal chart and what we can predict for him. Let's see what we've got going on. Right off the bat, one thing I'm noticing is he has a lot of Pisces energy transiting his seventh house. And even though we don't know necessarily what his seventh house is in, Pisces energy is associated with hidden enemies. So there's currently North Node in Pisces transiting his seventh house, retrograde, by the way. North Node is our current life purpose, what we come into this lifetime to achieve. But there can also be a past life aspect in North Node because the South Node is the past life energy. The South Node would be associated with Virgo here, which would be work, job, daily routine. So in some way, shape, or form, Trump, we could say, was destined to be president, maybe a second time, but also in general. Neptune, but especially around this time, there's Neptune in Pisces here, so a lot of secrets, Venus in Pisces, and Saturn in Pisces. Trump probably needs to watch his back. There could be a lot of hidden enemies around him, a lot of people smiling in his face, but that could turn on him or could be plotting behind his back, behind the scenes. All right. But also, this could be Trump towards other people as well. All right, a lot of secrecy, a lot of hidden enemy potential energy, a lot of smoke and mirrors transiting his seventh house of one-on-one relationships and business partnerships. The moon is also transiting his sixth house. The moon would also be conjuncting his vertex in Aquarius. Vertex can deal with fate. Aquarius is associated with radical change, unexpected change. So there could be some unexpected changes currently happening with his family. Also, Sun is in Aquarius currently. Mercury's in Aquarius. Pluto's also in Aquarius, transiting his vertex in Aquarius once again. So vertex can deal with once again fate, fated events, fated relationships. So in some way, shape, or form, fate is playing a role for him in a lot of ways. Unfortunately, we don't we aren't able to know exactly where the vertex would be actually in his natal chart because we don't know the time he was born. He has his moon in Sagittarius, though, and his Lilith in Sagittarius. Vertex is in Scorpio. Lilith is in Libra. Lilith in Libra is currently transiting his Jupiter in Libra as well as his Neptune in Libra. He has Neptune in Libra and Jupiter in Libra naturally retrograde in his natal chart. So this definitely could be the lying aspect. Libra is definitely follower energy. Libra is definitely non-confrontational energy. Libra can have that type of energy. It'll do anything to say. It'll do anything to be liked or to be picked in some way, shape, or form. It can be very pick me energy. Jupiter retrograde in Leo actually would show him not having the best luck in terms of relationships in particular. And he has once again his Neptune retrograde in Libra, so he constantly gets betrayed by people, but he also has the potential to betray people, potentially even his lovers. All right, so Melania, good luck, girl. But this is transiting. We have Lilith and Libra transiting his this energy for him. So Lilith and Libra can be like the darker side of one's personality, idealism. Libra can be associated with politics, the justice system in some way, shape, or form. So even though he is president, he does still have those lawsuits to account for in some way. Mars is in Cancer, retrograde currently, transiting his Venus in Cancer, his Saturn in Cancer, also his Mercury in Cancer. Um, there's probably, as long as Mars is retrograde in Cancer, probably a lot of what he tries to implement at this time is probably he's going to come up against a lot of resistance, all right, especially in the house, the White House in this case. Um, Also, his family could be in danger for being fodder, tabloid fodder moving forward. All right. Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini. We know he's a Gemini. So Jupiter's retrograde in Gemini, transiting his Sun in Gemini, his North Node retrograde in Gemini, and his Uranus in Gemini. So Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini is not the luckiest placement to have. Jupiter is actually the oppositional energy to Gemini. So, he's actually going to have quite an unlucky year, especially as long as Jupiter retrograde is transiting his sun, as well as his Uranus and Gemini. He's going to find it difficult to get along with others in particular. He's going to, expect him to say probably, the very racist things at this, Jupiter retrograde in Gemini is very racist type of energy. Well, it can be. It can be saying things out of turn, saying very ignorant things. So, expect him to, spew ignorance, moving forward, and to surround himself also with ignorant people, but also people who are incompetent at the same time with this energy. And once again, he has his Sun in Gemini. This would also be in opposition to his Jupiter, in opposition to Jupiter, technically, or it would be conjunct Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. But once again, Jupiter is in opposition to Gemini. So there's an illusion of him having luck, but it's not the luckiest time for him actually this year. All right. Um There is Uranus in Taurus, and I'm trying to see what other oppositions he currently is dealing with. Um, Pluto in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, and Moon in Aquarius all would technically be in opposition to his Venus in Aquarius and his Saturn in Aquarius. This definitely could be um issues in the home, issues with family. His home life probably kind of sucks right now. It's kind of rocky with all that he's been doing lately. Um there's also he's probably also dealing with a lot of opposition both in his personal life but on a public obviously on a public scale as well with this energy. Once again, Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn, which is in opposition to Cancer. So that would make Aquarius technically in opposition to Cancer energy as well. Um Once again, Aquarius can also be unconventional ways of thinking, ways of being, ways of doing. So once again, expect him to say, crazy things, wrong things at a turn. Let's see what's coming up for him for the month of February. All right, for the month of February, we've got Lilith in Libra still transiting his Jupiter in Libra and his Neptune in Libra. As long as Lilith is in Libra, transiting his Jupiter in Libra retrograde, Jupiter is associated with long distance travel, long distance affairs, international affairs. He has his Jupiter retrograde in Libra. Once again, Libra is associated with one on one relationships and business partnerships. So, this if it weren't retrograde in his natal chart, actually could be a good placement in terms of him being able to be diplomatic and form good relationships. He has the potential to be an Obama in that way, but unfortunately, his Jupiter is retrograde, so he tends to fumble the bag a lot. Most likely tends to say the wrong thing. Also tends to follow the wrong people, all right, naturally and inherently in his chart. And with Lilith being in Libra, he has the potential to make some very prominent enemies at this time. It seems like Lilith in Libra is kind of stationed in the second house here. So this could affect, any international issues he has, especially moving into the month of February, or issues dealing with immigration, culture, issues that cause debate in America. It could cause economic effects, negative economic effects in the month of February, towards the end of the month of February. Once again, this would also be technically conjunct his Neptune retrograde in Libra. Once again, he has a tendency to betray people. Neptune is once again associated with hidden enemy energy. He has a strong potential to be a hidden enemy. Neptune retrograde in Libra is an energy of someone who befriends you only once again with the potential to betray you down the line, especially something that they know about you in confidence or they know about you in secret could specifically be used against you potentially, all right, or it could be used as blackmail, in some way, shape, or form. So this is definitely that type of energy. But once again, this is conjunct. Once again, he has it. First of all, he has it naturally retrograde in his natal chart, so that's already an issue. But this is also conjunct Lilith and Libra. My question is, what do other world leaders have on Trump? Not necessarily what does he have on other people. Catch that, T. All right. Mars is in Cancer once again, now direct, transiting his Venus in Cancer, his Saturn in Cancer, his Mercury in Cancer. So by the end of February, certain things he actually writes and puts into motion, and certain executive orders he puts into motion might actually start passing. A lot of what he's been, putting into motion and trying to write off as executive orders have been blocked, have been interceded, in the month of January. But by the end of month of February, certain things he puts into motion could actually stick. All right. Jupiter is finally direct in Gemini, so that's something all in itself. By the end of February, a lot of the planets that were retrograde in January will be direct. So once again, that gives further pushes home that point of, well, certain things he starts to put forward in the month of February probably will start to stick. Jupiter will be direct in Gemini, so this will give him a little bit of good luck, once again, in terms of expanding upon his administration. Uranus will now be direct in Taurus, all right? Venus will be in Aries. Venus in Aries would also be in opposition to his Neptune in Libra and his Jupiter in Libra. So this could be making some impulsive decisions connected to maybe the economy. He could end up making some impulsive decisions connected to the economy by the end of February of 2025 as well. Vertex is in Aquarius. Well, he has his vertex in Aquarius. A lot of Pisces energy in the month of February. Neptune is in Pisces. North Node is retrograde in Pisces. Venus is in Pisces. Saturn is in Pisces. Sun is in Pisces. Moon is in Pisces. So a lot of illusions and confusions. A lot of smoke and mirrors. Around the month of February, towards the end of February, and this could specifically be associated with him in a relationship with a certain group or a certain person in particular. A lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of hidden enemy energy. All right. But also a lot of open enemy, hidden enemy energy. All right, towards the end of February for Trump. Let's see what's coming up for him towards the end of March. I see him having a standoff possibly in the towards the end of March. Once again, a lot of open enemy, hidden enemy energy showing up here. A lot of Pisces. Then we have Venus retrograde in Pisces showing up, along with Mercury retrograde in Aries. So by the end of March, we'll be in a Mercury retrograde. All right, Mercury retrograde in Aries, retrograde. Venus retrograde in Pisces. Looking at his chart. And then he has his Mercury retrograde in Aries. Mercury retrograde in Aries definitely could be in opposition to his Neptune in Libra and his Jupiter in Libra. So there definitely could be an energy of him fighting with someone publicly, probably around the end of March of 2025. Sun is also in Aries, so yes, definitely probably a public fight that he will be a part of or will be associated with in some way, shape, or form. We have Uranus direct, Jupiter once again direct in Gemini, Mars in Cancer, Lilith now in Scorpio. So Lilith in Scorpio would also be in opposition to his Jupiter in Libra and his Neptune in Libra. Someone probably is going to be tired of taking Trump's SHIT, and there people probably other countries, whatever it may be, are probably going to start to retaliate against either Trump and or us. All right, Vertex is in Sagittarius. All this is going to start to happen towards the end of March of 2025. What's coming up for Trump in April? Once again, a lot of issues with like hidden enemies for Trump. But also open enemies, hidden enemies that become open enemies. A lot of fighting that he will encounter. All right. Um, Sun will be in Taurus, so we'll be in Taurus season by April. A lot of planets are kind of still stationary as to where they have been for a while. Vertex is in Capricorn by the end of April. Vertex once again can deal with fate when it comes to long-standing issues, when it comes to debt, possibly. All right, so the topic of debt could be a thing, all right, towards the end of April. But once again, a lot of enemy energy with Pisces, Moon in Pisces. North Node is finally direct in Pisces by the end of April. Venus in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. Once again, a lot of smoke and mirrors, illusions and confusions. Um, let's see what's coming up around May for Trump. By May, North Node will be retrograde again. Neptune will be in Aries, which will be in opposition to his Neptune in Libra. Someone could challenge him by the end of May 2022, or by the end of May of 2025. Someone could challenge him Jupiter would also be in opposition to his Jupiter in Libra, along with Venus in Aries, Neptune in Aries, and Moon in Aries. All would be in opposition to his Neptune in Libra and Jupiter in Libra. There also could be protests, all right, towards the end of May. Mercury's in Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus, Sun is in Gemini, Jupiter's in Gemini, so this is around his birthday season. Mars is in Leo, so definitely this is going to be a time of him taking action, being very action oriented, getting things done, achieving success with getting things done around the end of May of 2022. Why do I keep saying that? Around the end of May of 2025. Lilith is still in Scorpio. Once again, a lot of he's gonna be dealing with a lot of enemies this year. You know. All right. So by the time we get to June, we have Jupiter in Cancer, Sun in Cancer, Moon in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer, transiting his Venus in Cancer, Saturn in Cancer, and his Mercury in Cancer. So by the time we get to June, he could be probably making a lot of public speaking, public speeches. Um, he could appear to get along mm, uh, well with certain countries or certain people more towards June, the end of June. He could seem to start to chill out a bit, maybe. Definitely could be focused on family in the month of June, family matters. Um, we have Uranus in Taurus, Venus in Taurus, Vertex is in Aries. We have Neptune in Aries and Saturn now in Aries, in opposition to his Neptune in Aries and his Jupiter in, or his Neptune in Libra and his Jupiter in Libra. There definitely could be something where he could be blocked again in the month of June in some way, shape, or form, and swiftly blocked as well in some way. Or he could come up against a higher authority. This could be like the Senate, Congress, something like that. All right. A final decision made on his behalf in some way in the month of June. North Node is also retrograde in Pisces. Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, and this is in conjunction to his vertex. So yeah, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius is change outside of his control, and this is fated change that's outside of his control. This could be health related, so maybe start to see him having potentially some health issues around the month of June, or some sort of change starts to take effect, and not probably for his best self interest in the month of June of 2025. Lilith is still in Scorpio. Mars is in Virgo. All right. So let's see what this energy is leading into to July. All right, in July we've got still Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. We've got North Node retrograde in Pisces, Saturn now retrograde in Aries, and Neptune retrograde in Aries. Once again, so these would be in opposition to his Neptune and his Jupiter in Libra. So things could start to take a turn for Trump by June or July of 2025, where he could start to be called to the carpet in some way. We have Mercury in Leo, Sun in Leo, Moon in Leo, transiting his Pluto in Leo, and Mars in Leo. Pluto can also deal with change and transformation. We also have Mercury in retrograde in Leo specifically. So we're going to have be in Mercury retrograde by July of 2025. Yeah, things could start to take a turn for Trump in some way, shape, or form. Maybe something, where's Saturn at? Something from the past could also resurface for Trump as well. All right. Jupiter in Cancer, transiting his Mercury in Cancer, so he's gonna try to strive for hope. Venus is in Gemini, Vertex is in Gemini, and Uranus is in Gemini. So very, very interesting. Let's see. What's coming up in August? Oh, August. End of August. We still have Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde, which would be still in opposition to his Neptune and Jupiter. Mars is in Libra, transiting his Jupiter and his Neptune. Moon and Lilith are in Scorpio in opposition to his Jupiter and Libra and Neptune. Yeah, so things could start to take a turn for Trump by June, July, August. He could start to get a taste of his own medicine in some way. Pluto is once again still in a retrograde in Aquarius, transiting his vertex in Aquarius. Also, I want to say technically Pluto in Aquarius would once again be in opposition to his Venus. So this could affect his relationship, his marriage, his money. Saturn in Cancer. So once again, his long-term health could be affected in some way. Maybe his mental health as well. All right, could start to take a turn. All right, what's coming up for Trump towards the end of September? The end of September, Saturn is still retrograde in Pisces. Saturn is once again dealing with long term health. Neptune is also still retrograde. Pluto is still retrograde. So once again, there could be potential health issues for Trump going towards the end of the year of 2025, or definitely something that takes a turn that could. It seems like stretch for June going all the way into September. All right. We have Venus in Virgo. We have Sun in Libra, Mercury in Libra, Mars in Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, Lilith in Scorpio. Once again, all in opposition to his Jupiter in Libra, Neptune in Libra. September is not going to be the luckiest month for him by any means, especially with Uranus also being retrograde in Gemini. Um, there could be a lot of hate coming his way in the month of September, the end of September for some reason. All right. End of October, we have Mars in Scorpio, Lilith in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, in opposition to his Jupiter in Libra, his Neptune in Libra. We have also his now Neptune in Pisces and Saturn in Pisces, both still retrograde. All right. So if there are any health issues, we have Pluto direct. Any health issues, anything, whatever it is that takes a turn for Trump, things should start to lessen up for him, or should start to uh, ease up for him, possibly around the end of October. All right, things could start to take a turn for him, maybe positive in a more positive direction, but something still lingers. All right. Um, Uranus is still retrograde in Gemini. I would say he definitely may want to be careful while traveling as well. There's potential to maybe get sick as well while traveling. All right, end of November of 2025. Once again, we have Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, Lilith in Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio, or Sun in Sagittarius, but that Scorpio energy in opposition to his Jupiter and his Neptune. Um, we have Jupiter now retrograde in Cancer, transiting his Venus, Saturn, and his Mercury. Once again, he definitely has to be careful while traveling, or the family members have to be careful while traveling. All right. Um, or there could be some sad news in terms of family, maybe downsizing, needing to return back to an old way of doing something. Uranus is retrograde in Taurus. Um, Neptune once again is still retrograde. Saturn is still retrograde in Pisces. So he doesn't have too many. He doesn't have any transits, in connection to that. But all right. What's coming up for Trump towards the end of the year? We've got by the end of the year, we've got Mars in Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn, all in opposition to his Mercury in Cancer, Sun in Cancer, Saturn in Cancer, and his Venus in Cancer. Huh. Also, Pluto would once again be in opposition, but not retrograde. Technically, Mercury in Sagittarius and Lilith in Sagittarius could also be square this Cancer energy. So by the end of the year of 2025, Trump could experience a little bit of a shakeup in some way, especially with Jupiter being retrograde in Cancer as well. He could experience a shakeup. All right. And a year from now, what's coming up for Trump? We will by January of 2026, Mercury will be in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, Sun in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. Once again, all in opposition to his Venus, Saturn, and Mercury in Cancer. So there's some changes coming for Trump, some unexpected changes coming for Trump. Jupiter will still be retrograde. His Cancer energy. There could be a connection to social change for Trump, but there also could be a change in terms of his health. All right. There could be an unexpected change to Trump's health going into the end of the year of 2025 into the new year of 2026. Trump, we wish you well. This is the year ahead transit birth chart reading for Trump. If you would like your own reading, once again, I am available. I would love to read for you. Definitely visit my website, LamarTownsendTarot.com. I will catch you in the next video, or I'll catch you in your own personal reading. Either way, I will see you soon. Love and light. God bless. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz.